Yeah,
I'm gonna come over here just so we can.
I need people to see you saying you're eating bread. This man eats bread.
This is
My wife
Jamal.
yesterday came my face
But
in here.
let's just talk seriously about the meditation component. 'Cause
Yeah.
Are you meditating
Every day.
every day?
At least 20 minutes.
Fantastic.
At least
You're
20
moving
minutes.
look, she's moving in the right direction.
I'm doing
Like,
great. I just,
You even, by the way, you look more sober now
I am
than
sober.
what?
I was laying on the couch. I'm fantastic at the moment.
But you already look way more sober. You walked in, you were sideways.
I was very
Jamal had a very nervous, concerned
Yeah,
look.
no, I wasn't gonna. I'm
Like-
not a bad drunk. I'm just a drunk.
Well, you have a huge heart. That helps.
Yeah, and
Like,
I love you
know.
guys. So when I saw you, I was super happy to see you guys.
Okay.
I was very happy to see you guys, and I said, "These are my people, and I love them,
All right.
and I'm not gonna."
But
do
Jamal
anything-
was concerned.
No,
He
I'm
had
not
that
gonna-
look.
I had to lay down. That's all it was.
Not sure what's going on.
That's why
She getting
I
beat?
rapidly made that decision to just.
I
like,
just laid down.
Right.
The same, I
Like-
just laid down. I had to lay down and tell you guys I was in a bad place.
But so this is what you're learning. Like, I think Jamal's doing more of this, and I think I'm doing more of it now at this stage of my life. When I was his age, I'm not sure I had the capability he has. But you're learning, like, we're filling you a little bit
Yeah.
right now from the outside. But what you're learning to do over time is starting to fill yourself at least some of the way.
Very
We're
much.
not Buddhas, I say that. You know, I listen to Sadhguru all the time. The fucker fills himself. Good for him. But the rest of us, you know what I mean? We need love
I need
too
humans.
from the outside, right? We're not going to walk in the forest for 2 weeks and feel,
Right.
blissed out necessarily. Maybe you will.
You
I don't
just
know.
need to sit and take a breath.
Well,
That's
yes.
just
Well, you're
be
doing
present.
20 minutes.
And you can
20
just
minutes a day.
sit
I
and
wake
breathe
up.
and feel how good it feels.
I
to
wake up, I
breathe.
do my breathing, I do my meditation, I do my push-ups. That's what I do every month. Every
And you're
morning.
doing Wim Hof. I got you with
Yeah.
doing Wim Hof. You're
And
still
not
doing
just
it?
Wim- Yeah,
Are you
I'm
still
not just
doing while
doing
you're
Wim Hof. I'm also doing. There's something I
Right.
cannot pronounce. It's Indian. It starts with a P.
Pranayama.
That sounds correct. It allows me to not be angry.
Which one is
It's
take
like
us
a-
through pranayama.
Pranayama just means, really means energy control, but a lot of pranayama exercises are breathing exercises.
It's literally
Oh, you
just.
sent me some that I
There's the
didn't.
alternate nostril. Yeah.
No, I do the one that's like. I don't know if this is the same one, but it's like you're breathing in something hot. You close your mouth.
Something hot closed through your teeth.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the cooling breath. Sita
That's the one I do.
Or
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
Sita.
know. I
Wait,
can't
which one
pronounce
is
it.
that?
Something
I-
like that.
I close my mouth
And there's no through the teeth.
and I breathe out through my nose.
Wait, so you
That's the
breathe
one-
in
it's the
through
same
your...
one.
Sweet, so Ashley, you breathe in through your teeth and out through your nose?
Basically, it's like you're breathing in something really hot, so you're.
You feel the coolness moving through your mouth, so it's a cooling breath.
Yeah. And it just allows me to not be angry. I haven't been angry.
Oh, so like this.
Basically, yeah. That's exactly.
That's
it.
called Shitali. Shitali.
I can't
Well,
pronounce.
you know what's weird is for me, I get high as a kite when I do any of these things because I've had so much
The
meditation
first
in my
time
lifetime
I
that
freaking did that shit, I'm like, have I been smoking? This feels fantastic, and it has.
But
felt
you're only
fantastic.
a few weeks into this breathing stuff, right? A few
Yeah.
weeks, right? Because if you do a lot of it, I think a year from now, that projection that you're going to relapse, it's not
just-
necessarily.
It feels so good to do all of that stuff. It feels so good to be a different person, in the way where you're not just reacting, you're taking control of how you react, and that's what I've been doing. I'm taking control of my life now. Before I
Fantastic.
just.
Here's the association I just like saw or whatever is learning to like get relatively bulletproof to other people's judgment because you've got
That's what I'm
this
doing.
self that feels so judged.
So
The
judged,
shameful,
so,
right?
so disgusting sometimes. Like,
And that's not from you.
no, I
That's
don't.
not you. So we can let go of it. Like that's stuff that society, family, whatever it is.
There's
put
so
on us.
much shame in addiction, especially alcohol addiction.
But before
right?
I
It's
had
like-
the addiction, I had the shame.
yeah, of course.
And the addiction, like being an alcoholic is the least of my worries, quite frankly. I'm a gay person, I'm a black person, I'm left-handed.
Well, we like the left part.
And I'm a
no, I'm just
female.
kidding.
you know
No,
what I mean?
I'm
Like,
just kidding.
I'm a gay, left-handed, black female. The addiction is the least.
Some people would say you're hip and in.
Yeah, now.
Like, no, I
in
know.
2021, yeah. But
no,
in
I remember my
1994,
childhood too. I wasn't
listen,
like, There's no
One
good.
great.
No.
You know, it was never great because
Yeah.
there's a lot of shame in being gay in the black community. Also, a lot of shame being short in the human community.
Yeah, no, it's not easy, definitely.
Like,
No, none of these things are easy. I mean, definitely.
I always said if there's a God, he fucking hates
you're
me.
also smarter than 99% of the planet.
That's
so,
the least he could give me.
I mean, it
That's
could
what
be
I
a
was saying,
that's a double-edged sword because sometimes when you're very intelligent like you are, like you know too much in a
You
way.
can't cope.
Right, yeah.
quite frankly. When I was little, I couldn't
Well,
cope.
you're going to need to teach yourself, which is what you're doing, right? You are teaching yourself. I'm not going to say you need to, right?
No, I
You're
am.
already teaching yourself how to cope better and better. When we started this thing off camera, Jamal was saying, again, I'm going to repeat this because it's so important, each relapse is less and less and less because you're
They are
developing
so much
more
less.
tools.
Because
You're
then,
developing more skills.
I know drinking is wrong, but
Well, it's wrong for you. Other
it's-
people, who knows?
Right, like you can have
Whatever.
a glass of wine. Some people, I asked my aunt last night, I was talking to her, I said, how do you only have one glass a night? And
For
she's
her,
like,
it's no big deal.
And she's like, oh,
Yeah.
I just have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean just one
Yeah.
glass? Like, why are you even drinking wine?
Yeah.
Go to the rum.
Great to
Quite frankly.
Well, the way I look at addiction, I look at it like there's a genetic component to it, right? Like maybe that's like 20 to 50% depending on who it is. And then there's this massive shame component, and then there's this trauma component to it, and then there's this sort of emotional.
I would say for me, the shame is the biggest part. Like I said, oh, Ashley's an alcoholic. If that's the only thing you remember about me, then I like that. Because if you remember anything else about, it just felt like the world hated. I'm telling you, when you are a black
I mean,
gay,
as a kid, growing
yeah,
up.
when you're a black gay, left-handed female, you swear to God the world isn't made for you.
Yeah, Jamal, what are your thoughts on that? Because you're tall and thin.
You don't fit,
So,
man.
but
You're a
you
tall,
got
thin
dressed.
male with good hair. How you feel?
Jamal's tall and thin. Is it?
And you probably right-handed.
Well, to be honest, I have my struggles as well. I didn't really fit in as a kid.
We were just talking about that. You were born in Jamaica. He came to
And you're
America at
Jewish.
5. He's a Jew.
You're a black Jewish person.
Rasta is different, but it's, in Jamaica, yeah, Rasta was treated differently. Like, I'd get in fights, kids would pull my tam off. In Bahamas, I wasn't allowed to go to school because they said I had to cut my hair.
That's so ridiculous.
That's terrible.
That's so.
And even in America, too. In one Christian school, they said I had to cut my hair.
Sounds correct.
Most public schools were okay. But still, I got into stuff where I was treated differently. Even still am sometimes. I'm just like, who does this person think they're talking to?
What do you mean? Like you feel like someone's
Yeah, I
judging
feel
you?
like people are condescending or judging. And
Very
it's
much
like,
that.
Like,
Yeah.
why? If only they knew, like, the experiences I've had. But it doesn't matter. People can have all the judgments.
And not
Yeah,
only
but see,
that,
that's the thing is, though, as you know, some people don't care to know.
Right, and
they
so
don't.
I've learned to
Right.
live with that, like just be comfortable in myself, and I'm at the point right now. It feels happy. I enjoy feeling awkward. I start to troll people because it's just like whatever.
I do the
you know,
same.
like, you just got to be comfortable in your own skin, and at the end of the day,
Right,
if
but
anyone
let's-
wants to
let's-
project
Right.
their insecurities onto you.
Right.
then that's their
Right.
problem.
But let's just pull that apart a little bit. At the end of the day, I just got to be comfortable in my own skin. I'm there. I feel comfortable in my own skin. I feel like you're pretty much there.
I'm still working on
Right,
it too.
like-
I mean, there's
I'm not
still
great.
have days where I feel like I'm not living my best life, or like you say,
Oh.
you feel drinking. It's very simple. Like for me, it's very simple. It's like you're not being your ideal self, and that hurts you. And it's like this isn't how I picture myself.
right.
That's kind of what I got from your.
That's
your
exactly what I was saying. I don't see myself the way I want to see myself.
Yeah. So
Right.
I feel that.
And so
totally.
we're talking about a gradual process, right, Jamal, of getting more and more comfortable in your own skin every freaking day of your life by doing what? What do you do more than anybody?
What do I do more than anybody?
Than most anybody, not like every person, but what do you do?
I think I just am present. I pause a lot. I move. I move
Okay,
fast
he-
sometimes, but I move slow. I
But
move
you're
slow.
present.
I like to
That's what's
observe.
important.
I just do a lot of observing.
Weed makes me paranoid as hell.
So
Yeah, well,
for
that's
you.
not for
a
you.
whole other
That's the
thing.
problem. Like
And
people have like weed to turn to. I have to turn to myself. If I want to be sober and I want to be okay.
Well, that's why you're meditating and breathing,
Good
right?
God.
Because you're learning. What? Hey, Dr. Brett here. Hit like and subscribe. And if you really want to support us, sign up to our Patreon.